We turn to Wall Street right now, where the closing bell rang just moments ago. The Dow regained some ground today after President Donald Trump's tariffs put markets in a tailspin last week. On Friday, the Dow posted its biggest one-week loss since 2023. Helping today's boost, the new data. It's showing retail sales inched a little higher. So let's take a look at our interactive stocks heat map. This is brought to you by FinViz. It's showing the top stock markets, 500 stock markets in real time. We'll show that to you. The red indicating the stock is down. Green means it's up, and the size of the box represents market caps. All right, so CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joining us now to walk us through what all of this means and what happened today on Wall Street. Hi there.
Hey, Jules, good to be with you. So let me run you through where we ended on Wall Street today. I've got the numbers right in front of me. They just closed seconds ago. So the Dow finished up almost 1%, 353 points. The S&P 500 over 0.5%, up 36 points. And then the NASDAQ rounding that up, just about 55 points, up 0.3%. But basically all in the green this week, or rather today, which is great news after the roller coaster that we have seen the past couple of days. I always like to look at the top winners and losers in the Dow. It gets you a sense of what stocks are driving most of those gains. So Walmart and Nike, I was just looking at it before I hopped on with you. They were trading places as which was driving the biggest gains. Both were up about 2.5%, likely because of those retail sales, which I'll get to in a second. Biggest loser on the Dow, though, was NVIDIA. Keep a watch on that stock, though, this week. We've got the NVIDIA conference, and there is normally a big boost in that stock after all of the big product releases and that keynote from CEO Jensen Huang. Now, you mentioned retail sales. This was a really interesting one. We've been looking at this closely because the last retail sales numbers that we got for January actually showed a 1.2% decline. That was the biggest drop we had seen since July 2021. That, of course, comes amidst fears about tariffs and a drop in consumer sentiment. Today, we got an increase of 0.2%. So some of the investor, joy that you could see in the stock market today is basically that it wasn't negative. So it wasn't great, but it wasn't negative, which means consumers are still spending, just maybe not as much. And then the last thing that I'll round out today, Jules, with the market, it was a buying opportunity for a lot of investors that saw some stocks taking a beating. People jumped back in because getting those stocks like the big tech, Magnificent Seven, those NVIDIAs, and well, NVIDIA was down today, but those other ones, it's a good buying opportunity with the hope that there will be an increase at some point.
Yeah, now, Kelly, I want to just show our big stocks map, our stocks heat map. Pretty cool, showing green territory today, big time, certainly fitting for St. Patrick's Day. This was not the case last week at all. It shows the 500 stocks in real time, so it's pretty cool technology. My question to you is, when we're talking about retail, fashion retailer Forever 21 just filed for bankruptcy. What do we know about that? And I know that some other companies like Shein and Temu are kind of taking the rise on that when it comes to consumer buys. I know that's big in my household.
Mine too, admittedly.
Right?
So yeah, Forever 21, right? It's that discretionary store that you would go to at the mall to get the dresses, sort of the fast fashion type of thing. And Shein and Temu really undercut them. So they're actually able to send their products without having to deal with taxes or tariffs. It's because most of the orders, if you or I are placing an order with a Shein or a Temu, it's likely going to be under $800 unless you're doing some real damage before a vacation. And so they're able to sort of skirt that, whereas a Forever 21, who is getting still most of their product from China and other nations, they're buying in bulk. And so what they said in the filing is really Shein and Temu have undercut their business. They're trying to find a buyer, but right now it's looking more like it's going to be out of business sales in the future, as well as some liquidation of their assets. So not totally for sure yet, but it is looking like Forever 21 is in a tough spot based on the consumer buying habits as well as consumer spending less, Jules.
All right. Good information, Kelly O'Grady. My kids still have a spending cap on those other ones that come to the doorstep, though. But, Kelly, thank you so much. Appreciate it.